This is the Astros Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Houston Astros, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Oh, would you looky there? A win for the Houston Astros tonight over the Texas Rangers, and they do it with some offense late in the baseball game. How nice is that? A night after getting shut out, they bounce right back, get a bunch of runs on the board there late after a sluggish start to the game, and they get the victory thanks to that 6-run seventh by a final of 6-3 tonight to get back to 2 games over 500 at 23-21 now on the season. Hello and welcome tonight to the Locked On Astros Postcast, live as soon as we get done with every game. Appreciate you guys for stopping by and saying hello. We're with you, like I said, almost every single game. We occasionally miss one here or there. Things happen in life, whatever it is. We're here tonight talking about a victory for the Astros. Feels good. So look, last night was a little bit down. Not like terribly down because you got, beat by a really good starting pitcher, but it still wasn't fun to sit there and do that. Tonight's episode of the Locked On Astros Postcast is brought to you by Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase today. All right, what are we walking away from talking about more than anything else in this one?
This is what you'll be talking about.
Well, it's also going to be what's this?
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
So they basically did the same thing, right? I mean, the 7th inning, excuse me. The 6-run 7th. I keep wanting to say it backwards, and I don't know why I want to say it backwards. The 6-run 7th. The Astros get a bunch of hits in that inning. Let's just kind of break it down there, guy for guy, what happens out there in the 7th as I pull up my game log here. 7th inning, obviously, Gainer starts things off with a ground out. Then you get Jake Myers, which, honestly, where would you be without Jake Myers? He goes ahead and gets the single there to get it going. You fly out to right field to Adolis Garcia, and it's like, okay, well, another inning. Here comes Cam Smith. Needed a moment. Had a moment tonight for Cam Smith. RBI double. Makes it a 2-1 game. You get the pitching change. Wild pitch advances Cam Smith third. Pena walks. Altuve walks. And then here comes Isaac Paredes. The easiest guy to – I got to tell you guys all the time, the easiest guy to game plan against in the Astros lineup. And I only say that because he typically only hits the ball to the left side of the field. And credit to Isaac Paredes. There was a massive hole. He took the pitch where it was thrown. That was the definition of professional hitting. That is what you are supposed to do. You hit it where it is thrown. I don't need him to completely go away from what he has been in his career that's made him successful. But if he can mix that in more, defenses are going to have to play him more straight up. He's going to be a little bit more lethal. And he's actually going to be a real problem. He is a real problem. I don't want to say he's not a real problem. He'll be a real problem for other teams when the Astros face them. That was a huge moment, driving in a couple of runs there for the Astros. And again, doing it in a way that we have not seen him do it at all this season. I think that is massive. Of course, then you get the big blow. Bruce Bochy doesn't make the pitching change. And thank goodness Christian Walker did something, man. Like, it's still not good. His season numbers are complete and total trash. His at-bat quality is not good half the time. I just can't really stand when he strikes out and walks back to the dugout and just has this look on his face where he does this casual stroll like nothing else has happened. But you know what? For tonight, I'm happy. 2 for 4, hits the big 3-run jack, and there you go. Boom, big inning. That is the thing that this baseball team has lacked this season. We've mentioned it many times on these shows. They have not been dangerous at all, like ever. Dangerous is being able to do things like they did tonight in the 7th. You don't have to do that every night. It's not the 2019 Astros here that we're watching who are just obliterate the baseball all over the place, or even the 2017 or even the 2018 or even the 2021 or even the 2022 Houston Astros. It's a different version. It's nowhere near as lethal as those were. But you know what? If you can be a little bit dangerous occasionally with it, you're going to put together some big innings. You're going to put together crooked numbers, and you're going to win some baseball games. Of course, and I've messed with this camera so many times. I don't know what's happening with it. People come in here and they touch my things. I say people, my nephew. My nephew comes in here and touches my things, and it just drives me nuts. Doesn't drive me nuts when the Astros win. Not the same way. And the Astros won tonight. They won. They had a big inning. And Lance McCullers, he pitches tonight. And look, he wasn't helped. That throw to Jeremy Pena should have been caught at second base. Errors happen. It's a game of baseball. Move on from it. Of course, the 2 runs come in off of that. For McCullers, he gets through 4. How many pitches did he end up throwing? 83 pitches total. He's still working his way back in there. There's no denying that. And it's going to be a process. Pitch efficiency is going to be a big thing for him. But here's the truth of the matter once again tonight. Another baseball game. You look at it. I bet if I pulled up, every game so far this season, it was another night where their pitching gave them a chance to win. Pitching gave up 3 runs, those 2 unearned runs, and then the 1 run from Josh Hader at the very end. In a game that is over, you're up by 4. I'm telling you, put closers in non-safe situations, they're just a different breed. They don't have that thing on the line, that adrenaline that they need in those situations. They're going to come in those situations and give up runs. It's like it's a fact every time. So I don't care that he gave up a home run. It is what it is. But man, again, the bullpen, Dubin, Ort, Ryan King, Brian Abreu, they didn't walk anybody. Not a single guy walked. And that hit that the Rangers got off of the Astros bullpen there in the 9th inning, the home run for Young off of Hader, was the first hit that they allowed since Lance McCullers had left the baseball game. They had 3 hits last night. The Rangers had 3 hits last night. They had 5 hits tonight. They have 8 hits through 2 games against the Astros pitching. 8. The Astros pitching is great. Rangers pitching is good too. And DeGrom last night, Evaldi tonight, they were able to run his pitch count up enough, but he was 5 shut out. Their weakness is going to end up being their bullpen, and the Astros exposed it tonight. And their weakness is going to be their bats, too. They can't hit a lick. And it's always nice to beat the Rangers. We can all be honest about it. It is a bummy franchise up there. Sorry to the Dallas people. Never really going to get past the fact that the Astros needed help back in 2017, and they didn't offer it. Hey, it is what it is. Astros win tonight. That's what matters. They're on their way to winning the Silver Boot again this year. That's all they ever do is win the Silver Boot. I think they've won it every year since 2017. Whatever it is. I had to go back and look. It's been a while. They had Bruce Bochy hot tonight, too, in that dugout. I love to see that. Dude's over there banging the dugout, getting all mad and stuff. That 70-year-old man. He's probably thinking, I should be retired right now, sitting at home, doing whatever I want to do instead of sitting here watching this mess. Now you got to back it up. You got to do it tomorrow. You got to go for that throw tomorrow. Let's talk about going for it. Let's talk about, can this be the thing that sparks some sort of consistency with the bats? Let's do that next. NBA playoffs are in full swing, and every night delivers highlight-worthy performances, major momentum shifts, and can't-miss moments, whether it's a game-winning shot or a breakout player. There's never been a better time to get in on the action. FanDuel makes it easy to stay in the game before tip-off and live. With player prop bets, performance trends, and same-game parlays, fans have more ways than ever to play smart and win big. New to FanDuel? It's the perfect time for you to sign up. Head to FanDuel.com and place your first $5 bet. If it wins, you'll get $200 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. One more message before we get back to our discussion on the Astros' victory tonight over the Rangers. Hey, when they get back to town, or maybe you're looking, look, you can drive up to Arlington tomorrow. What's the best way to get into the game? Well, have you ever decided last minute, drive up, 6 o'clock start tomorrow night. It's a 4.5 hour drive from our lovely city of Houston up there to go see their barn that is a baseball stadium. But you ever wanted to go in last minute with your friends or your family or whoever, and it's game day, and suddenly, you realize, you want to be in those stands, and that's exactly where Gametime comes in. It's the easiest way to grab last-minute tickets without the stress. With the money you save on tickets, you can splurge on food, drinks, merch, or even invite a bigger group to come with you. Gametime makes it possible. Gametime makes buying tickets fast and simple. Prices on the app actually drop closer the closer you get to first pitch, and they've got incredible last-minute deals, clear seat views, and a lowest price guarantee that takes the worry out of buying. Gametime is the official ticketing partner of Locked On MLB, making it easier to browse the app for an exciting upcoming MLB game like tomorrow night's Astros and Rangers. I'm telling you, Gametime has last-minute tickets and zone deals for big savings. Seat views right in the app before you buy, so you know exactly where you will be sitting. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Download the Gametime app today. Last-minute tickets, slowest price, guaranteed. What's guaranteed tonight is that the Astros won, because they did. 6-3 victory over the Rangers. They claw back with a 6-run seventh. A lot of key moments. And you know what? I think the best part about all that was that I was about to mention it. You get rolling and you forget about things. They did all that damage as I was running through each event in that inning with 2 outs. 2-out hitting. Huge. I think part of the problem, now look, we go back to it every night. Part of the reason why the Astros struggle offensively is because they were put together poorly. They're too right-handed. They're just entirely too right-handed. They are. They really needed to get a left-handed bat in there somewhere. They had 2 of the 5 best left-handed bats in the game. You don't want to pay your players. That's okay. We're moving on. No, we're not. We're never going to move on. But they're too right-handed. So it makes being a consistent offensive baseball team difficult. But part of it is between the ears at the plate. And maybe, just maybe, that moment tonight for this baseball team, where they go out there and they do all of this damage with 2 outs in the inning, maybe that sparks them. I mean, a man can dream, right? I'd like to dream. I think I'm going to dream on this one. I'm going to say tomorrow night they come out. They're sparked from this. They score 15 runs on the Rangers. You heard it here first. When it happens, make sure you credit me. 15 runs tomorrow night. It's their season high at this point. They've got 10, right? They got like 11 or something in one of the games. They don't have a lot. Don't go look at don't go look at the game by game, because they still have vast majority of their games with 3 or less. It's insane. 14 is their high against the Angels. It's the only time they've reached double digits this year. All right, I'm going to do it to myself. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 games this year of 3 or less. That's insane. Tonight was not one of those nights. They got 6 tonight. But again, tomorrow, 15 runs. Who takes home the honors tonight?
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
I'm going to go and take the easy route tonight. I'm going to give it to every single player that contributed in the 6th inning. And I'll run through it again for you real quick. Or the 7th inning, the 6th run 7th. That is Jake Myers, Cam Smith, who RBI doubled, Jeremy Pena, who walked, Jose Altuve, who walked, Isaac Paredes with a 2-run single to right. Christian Walker with a 3-run home run. And heck, the Astros had 2 more hits after that. Caratini and Diaz also got hits. But all those guys contributed to that big 6-run 7th. They take home the player of the game tonight. Congratulations to those guys. They all deserve it. You deserve it for being here as well on a Friday night. Thank you for joining us here live tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night when the Astros take on the Rangers in Game 3 of this 4-game series. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night. We'll talk to you.